Beautiful day. What's up, class? Pull up a seat. Get your notes ready. Open your notebooks. We're about to have a crash course. And no, not the type you're thinking. We in the field. So what's up, y'all? Of course, it's your boy Tiger, owner, founder, creator of MotoMilitant.com, the place that keeps the lights on. Please go to the website, go check it out. Lots of cool clothes, apparel, accessories, everything, the hats and whatnot. All kinds of cool stuff that you can get yourself into and look real good doing it. Go check it out. This is going to be the second video I've done in about 2 days. Probably won't be the last. I'm going to be doing one for the ride I'm going to be doing on Saturday, and possibly for the one I'm going to do on Friday when I go see X-Men Apocalypse. So it's going to be a busy weekend, really busy weekend. And why is it a busy weekend? Because it's Memorial Day weekend. And that's going to be pretty cool, man, because on top of the rides and stuff, obviously bike life, baby, gotta get out there and get on too. You'll see in my other videos the stuff that we're gonna be getting involved in outside of the movie ride or whatever. But definitely gonna be doing a lot of riding. But on top of that, we're gonna be doing some barbecuing. Gotta do that. Gotta throw me some ribs on, smoke me up some ribs, some steak or something. Take the wife and the kid out, go have a good time, stuff like that. But more importantly, it's a moment to really reflect and be thankful and grateful for all that we have at this moment. And I said it was going to be a crash course. I said it was going to be a class. And here's the reason why. If you don't already know, I'm in the military. I'm active duty, U.S. Navy, 18 years now. Well, approaching 18 years. Happily have served for quite some time. One of the things that I'm sure I'm not the only one who notices this, my other fellow service members have seen this as well. I'm very appreciative of all the love that we get. And yes, I did do a U-turn. I'm used to hitting this road, heading to work, and immediately in my brain I started going toward work. That's not where I'm trying to go. I'm actually going to go see my boy Cali Camera. Shout out to @Cali Camera and my boy Tristan T Money, sponsored rider for MotoMilitant over at Vase Power Sports for their bike night. It's going to be real cool. It's going to be a new start of events for them, so I'm going to go check it out, go show my support. Back to what I was saying. One of the cool and humbling and disarming things about being in the military is like all the love and support you get from the people around you. I will never, ever, I think, get comfortable with the idea of people coming up to me and thanking me for my service. It's just something that, like, I did not think about when I signed up. It's not something that I often think about as I go about my daily work. I have people I signed up for. I have people that I serve for. I have people who are in the back of my mind, but never do I think about, like, what's the word for it? Never am I thinking about, like, how thankful they are, their appreciation of what I do. That's not why I do this. I do this, you know, I joined up initially because many of my family members have a long history of service. I'm very proud of that. I wanted to go to college, and at the time I was doing a lot of like independent work. I always wanted to be own my own business. I was doing that since I was young, but being very young, a lot of people don't really recognize your age with what you do. So when I was a teenager doing like commercial art and stuff, people just did not associate all the jobs and places and people I worked with my age. So I wasn't really at some point I hit a wall. I couldn't continue to get more work. So I wanted to go to college, get that certificate on the wall, and, you know, kind of remove a lot of doubt. Wow, the chick, you are getting smoky up in this mug. Oh, that's a dude. I'm not sure. It's Cali. But So yeah, I went to college. Or I went to the military so I could go to college, pay for college. And then while I was doing that, you know, that was my first thought. Like, yo, I'm going to go join the service, because that was something I was already thinking of doing. It's one of those things where you're like a kid and you have like a million things that you want to do. And it just so happens that like of the millions of things I wanted to do, they were actually possible to do simultaneously. I can create my own business. I can go to college. I can actually join the military and serve my country and all that good stuff. But I kind of all did that selfishly to kind of carry on the legacy of the family members who came before me, and to, you know, do my part to protect the people I love. I never once thought about somebody saying thank you. So when that happens, when people see me in the uniform, and like, oh, thank you for your service, you know, God bless you, you know, all that wonderful stuff, I'm often stuck without a real response. I don't even know what to say sometimes. But it's very humbling, and it's something that I treasure deeply. And I know that's something that a lot of other service members treasure. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because this is the one weekend as a military person that I will say, if you want to thank somebody for their service, great. I would behoove you to make sure you understand what this holiday is about, so that you're not confusing it with another very important holiday called Veterans Day. Veterans Day is where you go and tell all the service members that you know, the people who are in your family, the people who have served. That's when you go to them and tell them to their face, like, hey man, I appreciate your service. Thank you for serving this country. Thank you for, you know, protecting our freedoms and all that fun, wonderful stuff that you guys can say so much more eloquently than I can. Memorial Day, which was created back in 1868, 3 years after the Civil War, was designed to recognize and pay homage to those who did not come home. In other words, we are not the ones that you say thank you to, Happy Memorial Day, thank you for your service, all that stuff too, during this particular holiday. This holiday is dedicated to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. This holiday is dedicated to all the folks who went out with the same intentions that I did, or maybe, you know, much more noble intentions, or maybe just was like, hey, I don't know what to do with my life, whatever it may have been that they signed up for. But when they signed up and served their country and gave the ultimate sacrifice. And I don't want that confused with what I'm doing day to day. One day, you know, if it's God's, you know, plan for me, maybe one day that day will be dedicated to me, but not this weekend. Not, you know, for any of us walking around. I know far too many friends. I have far too many people I know and care about and cherish who I got on a plane with and traveled off to someplace with, and sadly did not come home with me. I know far too many of my friends who lost loved ones, brothers, sisters, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, who were amazing, amazing people and went out with courage and honor and served their country. And sadly, we will not get to serve again. And because of that, I wanted to make this video to simply say to all of you who are mourning, to all of you who this weekend is difficult and hits a pain in your heart, thank you. Thank you so very much. There is nothing we as a collective people walking around this world, whether we wear the uniform or not, can say or do that can honestly even remotely touch upon what that means or what that sense of loss must mean to you. But we are grateful for their sacrifice. We are grateful for their courage. We are grateful for their decision to step up and be something more for whatever that reason may be. And we are thankful to you because you also gave that sacrifice when you sent that loved one off and supported them wherever they may have went. So today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, all the way through the holiday and continue on still long after that, know that you do not mourn alone. You have an entire country of grateful people On top of that, you know, like I said, I know I have a history of family who served proudly. Not all of them came home. I knew that signing up. I have several friends of mine who had friends and fathers and whatnot who they knew, who they were close to, who they loved and cherished, and who all also have died in combat. And yet they went ahead and signed up right after them. Why? Because there is no greater honor in our minds than to serve our country and to protect those we love. So with that, happy Memorial Day. Remember, it's not just about hot dogs and hamburgers, y'all. Though, hey, those are pretty good too. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. I hope you all have a great time out there. I hope you stay safe. Don't go drinking and riding. Don't go drinking and driving. Watch out for those who do. Get home safe. And again, I hope to see y'all on the road. God bless. See you in the field. Happy Memorial Day.